This is Ian with Build Brothers. Going to go ahead and do a digital inspection here at 4519 North Avenue in San Diego. I'm up on the roof, obviously, and we've got a modified bitumen torch down roofing material up here. In Southern California, we expect this roof to last around 20 years. Usually only comes with a 12 to 15 year warranty, but should last about 20 years because we have a fairly mild climate here. One of the first places we see this roof fail is at the edges where the bond between the drip edge and the torch down fails. Surprisingly, they got a really good bond there, and I actually haven't found any failures there just yet. Anywhere where we see big mastic gobs that we know that there have been repair attempts in the past. This tricky little foam detail, so that's foam underneath the stucco. I wanted to take a peek back here to see how the heck do we finish this on the new roof. There was no way for the new roof to stick to that foam that's coming apart. So what we will do is put a piece of lumber right here. There is wood to screw to, and we could screw it here and paint it, right? And now we have a nice straight edge to finish our roof to. I don't think it will change the look from the ground at all, and that's the best solution I've come up with so far. As we look around, we start to see kind of where the granules are getting thin. That's just an indication of age and wear, and obviously the roof is aging and going bad. We got a lot of ponding concerns on this roof, so these ends don't appear to drain very well. We can see that this trough has had issues in the past. This coating that they put down, it works well if the roof drains properly, but when it doesn't, then it just peels up just like that. Anywhere where the granules build up, we know that that is where the water is sitting, and this is how we know it's really time to replace the torch down roof, is all of that cracking that's taking place. This whole roof is designed to drain that way towards the back, and it obviously has some major ponding issues right down the middle. That's where the repair attempts have been made, and that's where all the discoloration is. Obvious that we've had some repair attempts back there, and these big mastic gobs here, and here. Flat roofs, very common for them not to drain properly. There's a couple different things we can do. We can reslope the whole roof, which is not cost prohibitive at all. It's very expensive, and put more of a slope on it back towards the back. Believe it or not, building code nowadays requires Title 24 requires that we put 2 inches of high density foam on top of the deck after we rip this old roof off, and that will fix a lot of the ponding concerns. Then we're going to use a product that withstands ponding water incredibly well compared to what we have up here. As I just walked in this ponding area here, the plywood felt very, very soft. And so even if you haven't had a ton of leaks throughout this ponding area, I would still expect that a lot of the plywood needs to be changed. There's seepage that happens that doesn't show on the drywall, but actually does rot out and destroy the plywood decking. So very common for when we rip this roof off, there's a big old wood repair change order. We can't count the sheets of plywood until we rip the old roof off. And so the wood repair is always going to be extra in our estimate. Okay, so we know, I hadn't actually seen this until I started the video, but that is where the bond between the drip edge and the torch down has failed. I didn't find it over there, but it's definitely happening here, and this has been one of the major leaks over here. And then, yeah, there's several attempts to repair that, and so we know we're gonna find some rotten stuff along this whole edge. These are old unused electrical risers. Those will get cut down below the roof deck and disappear. This roof, so you can see it's high all the way around the edges, and the whole thing is designed to somehow get through this little area. This roof steps up slightly, and so we got a major ponding issue. Something we can do is build up the foam in the low spots to try to divert the water in ways we want it to go. Without resloping the whole building, it's tough to get a roof to drain perfectly. We just want to improve the drainage, and then we want to use a product that works much better on ponding water. We really like TPO or PVC, two different options. They're very, very similar in warranty and looks and performance. They're going to reflect the sunlight. Both of those options are going to reflect the sunlight incredibly well, making the upstairs units a lot more energy efficient in the summertime when it does get hot. and that roof comes with a 25-year warranty, so it will last longer than what's up here. But it's obvious it is time for a full roof replacement. A roof of this size should take us about 6 days. We'll need majority of the parking spots out front. All the trash will come right off the front. Our delivery will come right up the front. If you see what I've done here, this is usually where we like to set up our ladders, which is not convenient for the walkways. But in some cases, these taller buildings require 3-story ladders, and coming up front over the top of this big detail isn't always the best path for us. So if it wouldn't be too much trouble, we would consume one of the stairways. We work from about 7:30 in the morning until 5:30 or 6 at night. So the days are long, which makes parking inconvenient for the residents if we're still in those spots after work hours. We like to make it as quick and painless as possible, but it will be loud. We will have a large generator running the entire time we are installing the new roof, because it welds with hot air, which requires lots of electricity. And there will be saws and sawdust and dust and all kinds of fun potentials for inconvenience. But we are extremely safe, extremely clean, and make sure that we clean up every single nail at the end of each workday.